Three signs that you are now becoming a professional forex trader. You now have discipline and your psychology is currently being balanced into the forex world. These are three signs for those of you that are coming up. If you see yourself doing these three things, just know that you are becoming a professional forex trader, and in a few months, if you keep practicing and your strategy is good, you're going to become profitable. Now, the first sign is when you are in drawdown. When you are in drawdown, you find yourself looking at the charts instead of you looking at your P&L, instead of you looking at the profit or the loss you're making. When you are in drawdown, you find yourself looking at the chart more. Let's say, for instance, you take a sell trade and price is currently rejecting against your trade and it's currently moving a little bit to the upside, close to your stop loss, and you are not looking at how much you are losing, because you already know that you've reached a certain amount, and even if price is to hit stop loss, you know what you're going to lose. You are not looking more at the charts. You're not looking at if price is currently breaking structure in the lower time frame to the upside, or if price is currently tapping into another point of interest that you did not spot easily at the top. So that's one sign. What does that mean? That means that you are trying to look for what's wrong with your trade instead of trying to look at your P&L, looking at what you're losing. That's number one sign. If you see yourself doing that, just know that you are becoming a professional forex trader, and in a few months you are going to be profitable. The second sign is when price is already going in your direction. Price has already maybe broken one of the first structure to the downside, let's say internal range liquidity, and you're targeting the external range, which is draw liquidity. You are still looking at your charts. Now you see what I'm going to. You are mostly looking at your charts, because the chart is what is going to determine what you are going to make, not just looking at the money and hoping it's going to continue going down or continue going up, because it's not just going to go straight down, it will go down and go up. So you are mostly looking at your chart more. So when you're in profit, you're also looking at your charts. You're looking at if there's going to be a red flag, if maybe price is failing to break a particular structure to the downside, which can lead to your trade idea being wrong. You are actually doing most of those parts instead of you looking at the chart, instead of you looking at your P&L. Rather, you are looking at the chart more, whether you are in profit or you are in loss. All right. Now, the third sign that you are going to become profitable very soon, and you're actually becoming a professional forex trader, is when you take a loss, you do not revenge trade. You do not try and force another setup. You don't take a loss and then you start, let's say you take a buy, price hits stop loss, then you start selling. No. When you take a loss, it's difficult for you to find another setup again in that same chart, because when price invalidates a particular setup, it has to form liquidity again. It has to form drawn liquidity. It has to tap into an internal liquidity, tap into a point of interest. All those does not just happen after you hit a stop loss and then you start revenge trading. No. So when you hit stop loss, and then you don't see your setup anymore, you just close your chart, close your MT5, close your trading view until you start seeing the next setup again. Just know that that's a sign of profitability.